Always on my heart like a tattoo. A part of every little thing I do.
So I'm working, getting some work done, doing some writing, book stuff, editing, uploaded a video, editing another one, like essentially playing catch up with myself. Yo, I thought the worst was over. By the time this goes up, I think there's 2 vlogs before this that pretty much shows that the power has been out. Mother Nature has been whooping butt. I was without power for days, and now I'm back, and the power is on, and I'm able to do what I need to do, but my God, the storm is knocking on my door. The rain is hitting the windows like pebbles of rocks and glass. It's just, y'all, when will we be free? And the interesting thing about this is that Houston is who usually gets this weather. Now, I'm not saying that I want Houston to be in this extreme weather, but like, why are we getting this now? So I hope everyone is safe, and hopefully by the time this video goes up, everything has passed. But my God, y'all, I am tired. I am so tired. So I'm charging my phone, charging on my devices. I'm probably gonna get held up in my car. Like, at this point, my car has been my tiny mobile home. I got my little snacks in there, blanket. I gotta get my pillows so I could just have some creature comforts, because this is ridiculous. So I don't know, but some kind of way this situation is going to end up in a book. It may not be one I'm writing right now, but this, I've lived through too much of this Mother Nature's wrath. Aurora Monroe, please, to not put this into a book somewhere. So if you're watching this from the future, or you get a hold of a book that has a storm in it, just know that this was my inspiration, because my God, I just know this power is going to go out again, and I cannot deal with this. And what makes this even more irritating is that the places across the street in my area illuminated like it's, I don't know, the Las Vegas Strip. Over here, we're in the dark ages, so everything is on now. I'm not gonna focus on it. This is just my, I just want, I just got my AC on. It is the beginning of the summer. It is hot outside. Can you imagine waking up soaking wet from sweat because the AC has just stopped working in the middle of the night when you're in a deep sleep? This is, I'm going to look at the silver lining that this is just inspiration for a book or a storyline in the future. That being said, I hope you guys are okay, because the only thing keeping me cool in the midst of all this is knowing I can go out to my car.
My inhibitions fade away. Can't think with my head, my gut won't let me change. Try to deny, but you beg me to take. If I end as the loser, it'd be worth the game. Cause I can never get enough.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. I don't know where this is at. But what I am doing currently is working on this second book. So I am like dead set on having both books completed and ready to go before releasing the first one in this 2-part series. And I don't know what that is. Like, I know I like continuity. I know I have like decades of being a nerd, watching soap operas, primetime TV, getting like really deep into continuity and all that. Like, so all of that may be a factor, but I keep playing with the idea of just releasing the first book. But even with that, I know that would bother me because this second one is nearly done. So like, why not just wait for that one? So anyways, that's what my plan is. I am focusing on getting this second book where it needs to be. This I'm going through to do another run through to like edit, and there are some things that I don't know if it was this vlog or the one before where I mentioned I need to change the ending or make a decision if I'm going to change that ending or not, and that's what I'm working on now. So I'm going through, the formatting is done. I'm going through like labeling the chapters and doing a quick little read through, making notes of stuff that I might want to change. And the thing is, I may desperately need to get this in front of the eyes of someone else, because the whole kill your darlings thing is not working for me. Everything that's in here, I want to keep in here, and I feel like it needs to be in here, but we're gonna see. So that's where I'm now. I'm going to go through and finish like labeling these chapters and skimming through, making notes and all that good stuff. And hopefully my plan is, if I can give myself, this can be done, this little bit that I'm doing now can be done tonight, but then going through and giving myself time to actually sit with these different ideas I have for the ending and how to change it, I'm probably going to give myself a week, because it's something that I've known I've had to do for some time. But like sitting down and actively working on coming up with the different storylines and the different endings and what could be, that is not going to be difficult, but it's something that I need to be very intentional with. And so that's what I'll be doing. So hopefully I can get this finished tonight, come up with a couple different ideas, run them by a few people, and then see what's what. Because at some point, it just has to be. It just has to be. The ending I have now, I think, is good. I'm not too happy with where it might leave one character, but I have other books that I'm like thinking of where all that stuff can be rectified. But either way, I'm making this declaration now that I am not giving myself too much longer to actually come up with make up my mind. Either it's going to stay with the ending it has, or I'm going to come up with maybe 2 other possible endings and figure out which one and let that be that, because I am tired. So this is my little check-in. I'm gonna keep working on this, and then I'll be back with any other updates. So I am half asleep. I accomplished the bit that I said I was going to, which is going through and like labeling the chapters, getting a sense of who's where, who's doing what, kind of rereading through the beginning portion of the book. And I am quite happy with it. Oh, excuse me. The couple chapters that I wanted to add, honestly, they could work, but I don't think it's paramount that they're added. Now, the stuff towards the end is the make it or break it thing that I still have to figure out. This book, as it stands right now, is 64,732 words. That's not going to be the case. There are a few things that I saw when reading this, like there were a bunch of lines that could have been taken out. There's some more editing that needs to be done. I think I'll probably spend the weekend doing that. So I know I can tighten this up, but a lot of that is going to fall on that ending when I decide how is it going to end. Is it going to be the ending I have now? Is it going to be 1 or 2 different options that I'll come up with later? We'll figure that out. But right now, I'm pretty confident with this book. So that's where I am now. So, oh, happy writing, y'all. Okay, I am actually have changed my mind, but in the best way. So I've edited, not fully, but I've gone through, did a read through, and where I was trying to figure out what it is I was going to do about the end of the book, like changing that ending, and if I was going to change it, what was I going to change it to? Just everything I've been discussing so far. So I've actually decided to keep everything except for the ending, like take the entire take the ending out completely and rework it. And doing the good Lord, I think that is going to be the best course of action, because I do like that ending, but it needs to be worked on. Like, for the way I want to wrap up this book, I have to find a way to pivot. And I know I was mentioning either in the vlog before or earlier in this one, where like there's a certain part at the end, not the full ending, but a certain part at the end, and instead of like focusing on like moving all these other pieces around to make that little piece fit, I'm just gonna revamp the whole ending. Like, I'm still at the beginning stages. No love is lost. I still have the words that I logged from when it was its current ending, and maybe I could use that for something else. Maybe I could use it for inspiration. Maybe I can fold it back in. But I have to revamp the entire ending. And the thing is, though I'm done with this book, I never wrote that like last image. Like it was just like, this happens at the end, type the end, and then maybe a what was it, prologue, prelogue, whatever, you know, that shit that come at the end. All that being said, I'm feeling so good, because though I probably won't finish that tonight, probably not even this weekend, I don't know, we'll see, I have a solid direction. And it just hit me like, soon as I read this last little part, some secrets came out, the argument was had, and I was like, you know what, this could end here, but this will be unfulfilling. Let's move to this, whatever. But you don't need the minute details. But all that being said, I am going to go and pick me up something to eat. I have not eaten in hours. I'm sitting down typing and writing and editing everything. I have not put food in my mouth in hours. Like, what is that about? So all that being said, I'm happy. This will probably be the end of the vlog, because I'm not, whatever, I'm accomplished. I've done something. I've made a decision. So this will be the end, and maybe I'll pick up the rest of that in another one. But whatever, hope you guys are writing well, reading well, enjoying yourselves. We're moving into the summer months. If you're in the South, y'all know what it is. It's time to sweat through our clothes. If you're in the North, you know what I'm saying, be safe. And I don't know, man, just catch me back here next time for the next video. I'm 𝘾𝙤𝙚𝙚𝙚, a author. Okay, whatever, bye.
Won't learn my lesson till I let it burn, but never lose my desire. Had it from the moment that I felt my first love. I knew I'd never get enough of you. I'll take the risk like I'm bulletproof. Shots in my heart, but it bleeds the truth.